every family has an Uncle Tommy. My Uncle Tommy was artistic and sensitive and creative and imaginative, and he was the glue that held the family together. Every holiday function, he would tell the same jokes and the same stories. One story he would tell is about his time at this Mexican restaurant, where a customer was talking to the waitress, and the customer stopped the waitress and said, "Oh," and according to my Uncle Tommy, these are the exact voices that the person used, which is why he remembers this. And the customer stopped the waitress and goes, "Oh, do you have any hot sauce? I can't eat my tacos without hot sauce. Do you have any hot sauce?" And the waitress was offended by this. So the waitress turns to the customer and says, "No, we don't have any hot sauce, but we have ketchup," and yelled it basically at the customer's face. My Uncle Tommy said he laughed so hard that he had to get up out of the restaurant and compose himself because he was laughing till he cried. And he was just at every family function was that central figure. There was one day that my Uncle Tommy was laying on the living room floor with my Aunt Marion, and he held his hand up in front of his face as if to say, "Stop in the name of love." And he got to a certain point in his eye and he said, "I still can't see my hand." And then he brought his hand low, kind of like a salute, and he said the same thing. He said, "I can't see my hand right here." And that was the first sign of eye cancer, of ocular melanoma. He was losing his sight. And for a visual artist, that's something really to struggle with. In a very sacrificial, loving attempt or offer, my mom offered him one of her eyes, and to actually give her one of his eyes, and then then he could see, at least have one eye. But that ended up not being the best path, because by that time the diagnosis came through, they had 5 types of cancer. And the eye cancer was the most aggressive, and it spread to the rest of his body. Testicle cancer, prostate cancer, skin cancer, and so on. At that point, the doctor gave him 6 months left to live. And like a gift from God, we actually had him for 2 more years. 2 more Christmases, 2 more birthdays, 2 more Halloweens, which was his favorite day of the year because it was so creative. Then 1 month, it was November, he dissolved rapidly. He went from being asymptomatic to just dissolving as a human being. You could see the tumors on his skin. He ended up walking around. He went into hospice and he walked around the house with an IV wherever he went. In my last visit to talk to him, and what I knew was going to be my last conversation with him, we talked about a lot of things. And one of the things I did was I stopped and I talked to him, and I'm a very direct person, and I said, "How do you feel now that you know that you're dying? Like, what are you thinking about?" And his first response was, "Well, I feel bad because I see everyone visit me and they're so sad, and loved ones, and I wish I could make them happier. I feel bad that I can't make them happier." And I said, "Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about, because that is what you're thinking about. But let's still think about everybody else first. Like, how do you process this? How do you feel that one day, soon, you're going to close your eyes and you're never going to open them again?" And he said something to me that I'll never forget. He said, "We live in a world of things. My elbow is a thing. This couch is a thing, and I can touch my elbow to this couch. I'm going to become an idea. Ideas can change laws. Ideas can topple governments. Ideas can cause 2 people to fall in love. What's a book? A book is nothing but description. A book is just an explanation of the idea you're supposed to have. It's the idea that's important. I'm going to become an idea. I love ideas."